Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga by the Window. Today we are doing a flow for when you feel overwhelmed. So when you feel anxious to the point where everything, even the little things, seem too much. You don't need anything, maybe a blanket, maybe a block. I'd use the block quite a bit, but you don't need to. Let's begin. Let's begin seated, perhaps on your block. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, fill up your belly, your ribs, and top it off with your heart. And then exhale from your heart, your ribs, and your belly. Inhale, filling up your belly, your ribs, and your heart. And exhale, your heart, your ribs, and belly. Continue to breathe like this. In through your nose, out of your mouth, as we recognize a message from God during these times of overwhelm. Psalm 37:5. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will act. In other words, we might try to carry things that God didn't ask us to carry. Emotional burdens, physical burdens. So trust God. Trust that He will carry what He did not ask you to carry. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out of your mouth. Place your left palm on your left knee and reach your right hand to the sun. Glide your right fingertips back to your hip, placing on your right knee, perhaps your right forearm on your knee, and reach your left hand to the sun, opening your heart, grounding down your hips, and tilting into your right side. Glide your left hand to your hip, straightening out your legs in front of you, perhaps still staying seated on your block. Ground your hips down into the block or your mat. Reach your fingertips to the sun, inhale. And exhale, begin to fold forward. Perhaps you can take a pillow underneath your belly button so it has some connection. Otherwise, just allow your head to hang. Release your shoulders. Release your lower back. And just feel this surrender to your body and to the sensations of overwhelm. Surrender these feelings to the Lord, because only He can carry these heavy weights. He didn't ask you to carry this. He didn't ask you to carry worry at all. He told you to trust in Him, and it's easier said than done for sure. But as long as you keep casting these heavy stones into His palms, into the boat that travels far away from you, you'll find yourself becoming a bit lighter, finding it easier to breathe once in a while. Guide your heart on top of your hips for a moment. Cross your right ankle over your left and place your left hand out towards the inside of your left foot. So just over towards your right hip, place your right hand behind your head or on your hip, whatever's comfortable for you, and twist into your right side. Slowly shift your gaze to your left hand, placing your right next to, and just gently fold forward. Feeling that stretch from your right toes to your right hip. And again, releasing your neck, releasing your shoulders, and releasing your lower back. Slowly stack your heart on top of your hips. Recross your ankles so your left is now over your right. Right hand is over to your left hand behind your head or to your hips, twisting into your left side now. Shift your gaze to your right hand, left meeting right, and then fold forward. Release your neck, release your shoulders. Perhaps again take that pillow underneath your belly button to feel some connection. And maybe bend your knees if straightening is too difficult. Slide your fingertips to your hips, stacking your heart on top of your hips. Bend your knees, placing your ankles near your hips if you're on that block, near the block, and guide yourself to sit in Malasana squat. If you are seated on the block, try and sit as tall as is possible, whether your hips are still seated or just kind of grazing over the mat or the block. And just feel this beautiful opening of your hips and the release of your lower back. Shift your weight to your toes, fingertips to the mat. Walk yourself into a tabletop and just place that block again underneath your hips. Your shins are now on the mat. This is a hero pose. You may feel a stretch in your quads here, and if you do, just remain here. Take a deep breath. If you'd like to go a bit further, you can place your hands behind you, slowly walking them further away from your hips until you feel a stretch in your quads. You could perhaps lay fully down on your back if that's comfortable in a saddle pose. Whether you're in saddle or hero, tuck your chin to your chest, slowly stacking your heart on top of your hips, and guide yourself, your fingertips forward into a child's pose. Slide your fingertips towards your knees in a brief tabletop. Remove that block if you are using it, and guide yourself onto your belly into a low cobra pose. Take a breath here, and then reach your hands behind your back, either taking hold of a sock, a scarf, a strap, or clasping your hands behind you. We're going to take a deep breath. And as you exhale, perhaps begin to raise your clasped hands over your head. Find the stretch you feel most in your pecs, your delts, perhaps even your neck a little bit, and then just remain in that stretch. Release your hands from behind you, slide your forearms onto the mat in a Sphinx pose, and just remain. Take a breath in through your nose, out of your mouth. Perhaps begin to bend your knees and rock your toes from side to side. Straighten out your knees behind you in Sphinx. Bend your knees and slide them towards you, sitting onto your left hip in a mermaid pose. Find your breath. Reach your fingertips to the sun. Inhale. And exhale, place your right palm out towards your right foot, sweeping your left hand above you. Feel that opening of your entire side body. And surrender that feeling, that's feeling of stretch or of stress, to God. Sweep your fingertips through center to the top of your mat, guiding yourself onto your glutes, and bend your right knee, placing your right ankle over your left thigh in a figure four pose. And you could remain here, holding your hands behind you for support. Perhaps rock from side to side if that feels comfortable for you. Or you can hug your knees. Regardless of what stretch you are in today, just breathe. Again, feel that surrender of your hips, your body. God tells us, do not worry. Trust in God, trust in Him, because only He can carry the weight of the things that you think you need to. Only He can change the past and the future. So release your worry to Him. Rock over onto your left hip, guiding yourself through center onto your right hip mermaid pose. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale, reach your right hand up and into the sun, left palm over to your left. Remember to keep your heart open and either look up to the sun or down to the mat, wherever your neck is feeling good today. Glide your fingertips through center and behind you onto your glutes, bending your left knee, placing on top of your right thigh. In your figure four pose again, either keep your hands behind you or hug your knees, feeling this beautiful stretch of your hips. If today's message doesn't really hit yet, imagine your hips. We ask them to walk for us, to hold us seated every single day. We don't exactly think about it. This is just like God. We ask for His support every day. We shouldn't think about it, but He does so much for us. Our hips do so much for us, they support our entire body, and we don't even think about it. You just release and surrender and trust your hips. So do the same for God. Release, surrender, and trust Him to guide you through your day. Rock over onto your right hip, through center, and we'll come into a comfortable seated position. Again, you could place that block underneath your hips if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, you can lie on the mat. We're just going to breathe here. In through your nose and out of your mouth. We trust our breath to do its job, to support our body and whatever needs we have that day. We don't think about it. It's just something that happens. God is there for you every single day. Jesus is there to hold your hand and to guide you forward. Allow them to. They are the strongest opponent to the enemy of overwhelm, to the enemy of anxiety. If you'd like to spend a few more moments here, pause the video and breathe. Surrender to this moment that God has given you. However, if you're moving on with your day, blink your eyes open. I thank you so very much for practicing with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with someone who you think might need it, and I'll see you next time.